The Saga of the Joiks, from Wise Guys to Barbecue Kings. The true story of the proprietors of Two Joiks Barbecue, Matt and Andrew, is a tangled yarn of family loyalty, smoking meats, and aggressive customer service. Their journey from the opulence and the danger of Brooklyn to the dusty freedom of the Southwest is a tale of self-reinventation and chili-fueled chaos. Chapter 1. The Brooklyn Blueprint. Born into one of the most powerful and frankly gaudy mob families in New York City, the two brothers were groomed for power from birth. Andrew, known then by a street moniker, Drewy Chubbs, was the planner, calm, observant, and with a surprisingly keen eye for numbers, skills usually employed to ledgers that never saw the light of day. Matt, however, earned himself the nickname Shotgun Matty, not for carrying a firearm, but for the speed with which he could talk himself into, and occasionally out of, trouble. Despite the best poke suits, the silk toys, and the rich life of closed-door deals in high-rise penthouses, a deep dissatisfaction brewed. Drewy loathed the sterile, high-stakes environment, and Matty, ironically, was simply tired of always having to look over his shoulder. Their true, secret passion lay not in making money, but in making smoke. They dreamt of the low, slow art of the Southern barbecue, a world far removed from the quick, violent exchanges of the city. Their fate seemed sealed, however, until they made a decisive, dangerous move. Chapter 2. The Great Escape. In a daring, middle-of-the-night maneuver, Matty and Drewy liquidated a small, legitimate branch of the family's import-export business, converted the cash into traveler's checks, and vanished. They drove a beat-up pickup truck, a deliberate contrast to their usual fleet of black luxury sedans, southwest, shedding their designer shoes and their identities with every mile. Their goal was simple: get far away and open an authentic barbecue joint. But their city slicker ways weren't built for the rural South. 3 states into their journey, their truck overheated and died on the side of a dusty Georgia road, leaving the former Wise Guys completely exposed and looking conspicuously out of place. Chapter 3. Grandma's Sanctuary. It was here, at the lowest point, that fate, or perhaps Providence, intervened in the form of Grandma Joik, a woman of formidable will, a generous heart, and a cast-iron skillet that never left her side. Grandma Joik found the 2 young men looking utterly miserable. She didn't ask questions about their past. She just saw 2 hungry boys who needed a bath, a meal, and a crash course in manners. She took them into her humble home, and in exchange for board, they helped her tend her smokers and churn out the best regional cooking for miles. It was Grandma Joik who taught them the difference between smoke and flavor, how to season a butt, and the essential magic of good, slow-cooked chili. They were so grateful for her guidance and her non-judgmental acceptance that they asked her permission to take their name. Matt Joik and Andrew Joik were born, trading their tough guy monikers for a title rooted in warmth and good cooking. Chapter 4. The Birth of Two Joiks Barbecue. With Grandma Joik's blessing and her legendary chili recipe, a rich, smoky, and dangerously spicy concoction, the boys opened their own shack, Two Joiks Barbecue. It quickly became known for its outstanding brisket and its truly lethal chili. However, the Joiks were still fundamentally wise guys at heart, accustomed to enforcing respect and demanding perfection. This mindset manifested in the creation of the infamous Two Joiks Special. The special, recipe for infamy. The special was born from Maddie's short fuse. One evening, a particularly rude patron complained loudly that the chili was too hot and too free. Without missing a beat, Maddie, the joik on the right, scooped a fresh ladle of scorching chili onto a plate. Andrew, the joik on the left, yelled, "Order up!" and launched the plate directly into the heckler's face. What followed was a swift, synchronized, and highly aggressive lesson involving a well-aimed kick to the deke, Drewey's signature move, and a thorough professional-grade beatdown. Shotgun Maddie's forte. Word spread like gospel. The special was not a dish. It was a warning. Public perception. The local community's reaction was complex and divided, and ensuring the joik's legendary status. The infamous, the local authorities, and the truly unfortunate customers who experienced the special regarded the joiks as two hot-headed lunatics who ran a dangerous, violent operation. The comedians. The vast majority of the public, however, saw it as a piece of performance art. The idea of grown men throwing chili plates and the administering a coordinated beatdown over a barbecue critique was so absurdly aggressive and at a place that it became hilarious. They were seen as the two most volatile and funniest chefs in the state, making the drive to Two Joiks Barbecue as much for the potential entertainment as for their food. And so, the legend of the Joiks was cemented. The two former wise guys who escaped the mob to find freedom, only to create a new, spicier kind of chaos, forever tied to the glorious, face-smashing heat of the Two Joiks special. The end.